So good morning, my fellow YouTubers and my MBP family, um, my regular family, because a lot of you are not. You don't do social media, so you're not on the social media. But I just want to say good morning to everyone. And this week we're on spring break, so we're home. This morning I received a call at 7 o'clock because a parent didn't know that we are on our spring break. I am thankful that I didn't get frustrated because the children were told, they know what to do, they knew it was coming, it's posted on our parent information system. But she called at 7, and um, I'm hoping that we will be more involved with our children and what's going on, so we know, we can learn to believe and trust them when they say something to us. Those are little characteristics that we should cultivate in them. So when they speak to us, we can believe that, yes, what they say is true. Um, so as I thought about it, I got up and my sister called me afterwards because she was up. She wasn't going into work until 11. We had some good conversations as it relates to when people are not well, or you go to the doctor, you expect that they're there to kind of help you to feel better, to get better, and to give you the best advice that is needed. And we had a rich conversation, um, where not just her, but there are many other people. And I've puzzled about this oftentimes, that when you're going to see your doctor, whom you're going to for years, you're supposed to have a relationship with them, and you're going there for years, and yet every time something happens, the first thing they introduce you is medication. It is never, all right, I see that the weight is coming on, you're not comfortable. Let's refer you to a nutritionist. Let's see how we can fix that. Everything, the first thing they offer you is some pills to go home and take. Understanding that you have one liver, one kidney, that all of these poisons have to go through. And so it will become a problem at some point. So we talked about that, and after she hung up, I started reflecting on, those of you out there who are watching my channel right now, maybe you're not feeling well. Um, so I'm thinking about you at this time. I talk about we should move, we should get up, we should move, we should walk. But maybe sometimes you can't even walk. Maybe you're not able to dance. But you're there and you want to be hopeful. And you want to be included, and you want to be recognized. And so today I'm taking this moment to just say hello to you specially. I'm saying hello to you. I don't know what your situations might be right now, but I'm just saying hello to you and to encourage you to just keep the faith, and to encourage you to, if you can get to a window, if you can get outside to get some beautiful sunlight, if you're able to do those things, then please do that. Sit in the sun for a minute. It doesn't have to be so long that it becomes um, cancer in your skin, but go outside, breathe, take some deep breath, and just relax, release it and relax. Think about nothing. Don't think about the stresses. Don't think about your sickness and how you're going to get through it. Just take it one day at a time, and just enjoy each moment as they come. So things are not easy, and we know that even with a person who's up and about, it's not easy either. But we find those little things that will encourage us to hold on. We find those little songs that we can sing, and it encourages us. It encourages us to keep going. And we find a channel on YouTube. YouTube is so filled with so much of what you need. You know, it has the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. And so you find those good parts that can encourage you to hold on for another day or two or three. And so today I say, be hopeful. And I'm going to just go over some of the thoughtful things that will just keep you motivated. And for those who are watching and who are well and up and about, please remember to reach out to those who are not well and remind them that somebody do care. Last week when I was not well, I wasn't in pain, I wasn't suffering, but my voice was gone. I was coughing a lot. And I have a special person who every morning, every night, would reach out and would say something positive and wholesome, and it just made you feel good. And then I have other friends who also, they would check in with me and will tell me, oh, you doesn't sound so bad today, or, you know, and they're there in some form or shape. It's a good thing when you hear someone say, I do care about you. I mean, sometimes we get married in our marriages, or, you know, for whatever it is, God gave us a partner, and the partner might not be perfect because they don't know the words to say to comfort. They don't know the things to do to give comfort and to give that hopeful feeling. But you know what? God provides other people in our lives, and who understands and who knows, who makes it easy, who cultivate those kinds of characteristics that makes it easy to reach out and comfort someone, to reach out and appreciate someone. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing when you can have a variety of caring people around you. Some are able to give you a cup of tea and they don't know how to put their words together. Some might be able to not give you a cup of tea, but they're able to say the kind words and the soothing words, and which is just as helpful as the cup of tea. Some might just give you a joke so that you can laugh out loud. My brother is here with me, and he's just so funny, you know. My children all have different characteristics, and each one is so important and so appreciated. Because you have one who will talk forever and will just laugh out loudly. She can laugh. And then the other one is more quiet and more thoughtful and like a logical thinker. And, you know, we talk, but it's not the loud, robust talk. And then my son, he's always, you know, so he's always giving you some, Mama, did you think of this? But the conversations are good. And each one, you know, put them all together, it just makes it so abundantly beautiful. And I'm so thankful. I'm so, so thankful. And my niece, she will say, oh, Auntie, so and so and so, Auntie, make sure you're okay. And, you know, and all of them bring a little flavor to the soup. Every one of them has something special. And so we give thanks, and whether we're sick or whether we're healthy, we give thanks. And we find that when we're thankful for the little things, then they evolve into bigger things. So today I say, whatever your situation is, I want you to just remember the kindnesses that were afforded to you. Don't just sit and feel bitter and alone and feel frustrated, but think this is a time when you can reflect. Just reflect on all those who have been there for you and with you through thick and thin. And now they might be working and not able to come and sit with you, but just know that their thoughtfulness and their care is still there. Because we don't have to be next to people to care about them. We can be miles and miles away, but it's the same It's the same, just the same feeling and the same appreciation. And it's the same, it's just that same, just the same feeling. So let us appreciate it, let us embrace it, and let us use those little things to help us get well again. Sometimes our minds are in dark places, sad places, and it prevents us from healing the way we should. Sometimes we become ungrateful and unthankful, and we start looking at what people could have done and didn't do, but yet we never look at what they did when they were able to. And we don't look at the fact that they might be going through things that they never explained. So it's okay, don't let those things prevent you from healing, from feeling that good. Because when you feel good and your mind is in a good place, your mind will then trigger all of the positives throughout the body, and it will help it to feel better. Now we talk about words, we talk about going to our doctors and they're not giving us the right words. They're just ready to get a paycheck so they can, live good. But words are good, words are healing, words are comforting. A doctor who takes time to talk to his patients is a doctor who will see miracles happening, and sometimes have to wonder, what happened? Last week you came, but sometimes it's just the way they talk with you and talk to you. Not be quick to hand you a piece of paper and say, go get this filled. But the way they understand you and they're listening to you. And in listening, that's when we learn the most. So every little bit comes together and it makes a huge difference. And so this morning, as I reach out and I think of you and I'm sending this message out to you guys and let you know that words do matter. Words can heal, words can tear down. When Christ was on earth, remember, a lot of his healing was done through words that were spoken, right? You think of a lot of people were sitting around and maybe waiting for him to come and give them something. But that didn't happen. He would tell them to do something. He would tell them. He says, your faith, it's your faith. So he would talk to them and empower them to get up and move. When he cleansed the 10 lepers and only one came back, he didn't sit and complain. And he asked him, he said, weren't there 10 of you? So where are the other 9? You came back. But where are the other 9 who were also cleansed? They walked away. They didn't remember because now they're feeling good. So let us never forget kindness. Sometimes our bodies are broken because we spend so much time forgetting kind deeds and kind words of love, because we're so bent on looking at the other things. So let us take time out to think again. Because even when Christ gave those blessings, he thought about it. He was looking. But he showed us, he says, not everyone that you do kind things for is going to come back to say thanks. So let those things not push you into that dark place. But let us remember that all the things, the thoughts that go in our heads, it helps us or it can break us. All right? It helps us or it can really and truly break us. So I'm going to just turn your attention to some thoughts that I want to send your way today. I'm going to read them one by one, but you can also read them, write them down if you want to. But just know that these are the thoughts I'm sending your way, and hoping that 1 or 2 or 3 or even all of them will give you some kind of, exhale moment where you can feel good. You can push the negatives out and let the good fill your heart. So, again, I'm home today, and I'm gonna change the camera. And we are read together some of these thoughts that I hope will be so. The first thought I want to send your way is that the first one I'm sending your way is that I'm thinking of you. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever your ailment is, just know that right this moment as I do this video, I'm thinking of you. I hope you feel better soon. Another good thought is we want to ask you to get well soon. Some of the other thoughts that those of you who want to send thoughts out that you can send to someone is to encourage them, to let them know they can do it. No matter what's going on, they can do it. You have my heart. May your recovery be swift and painless. I love you, and we're here for you. We can do this together. Sometimes you're going through things, and it's a good thing when you know that there are people there who are there for you. I will do anything to help. You mean so much to me. How many times do we hear these words and you can't even say anything, because it's a good feeling when people appreciate you. It is okay to relax. Don't worry about anyone or anything. You are doing fantastic. Remember that it's okay if you're not at 100%. We all go through that, right? It is okay. We should also remember to let them know that you know how much we care about them, and everything will be all right. You can always talk to me if something is bothering or something is stressing you out too much. This might sound cheesy, but I believe in you and your strength. Now, these are little thoughts that I'm hoping you will get some hope and inspiration from. I refuse to let you quit. So often, people, they can't take it anymore. And the worst thing is when people are in pain and you don't know what to do. There's nothing you can do to help them. But you know what? Let them know that they don't have to suffer in silence. Let them know to continue to give thanks and cherish each day that they have. Let them know that if they can't sleep, you'll stay up with them all night long, so we can chat about anything and under the sun. It's okay if we don't fall asleep until sunrise comes up. I have a friend who would sit, and I remember when I was doing my watch hours, and I had a friend, Erin, who she would join me with those encores 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. She's just there, her and myself. And she would keep my company until she said, okay, Miss Bev, I'm gotta go now. I have another friend who every single day sends a text. And if I have to wait up for Donnie or something, that friend is saying, I have work, but I'll wait up. Sometimes I say, no, you don't have to wait up, because just sitting where they are to just wait up, it's hard, you know. And so I say, no, I don't have work in the morning, so you go sleep. And then you can tell them you're going to beat this thing, whatever the thing is. Just give it time. And as you give it time, make sure that you're putting yourself in that right place, so that time will indeed make it better. Our friendship isn't one-sided, and I want to make sure we keep open communication at all times. Communication is so important, people, whether it's with your doctor, with your family, with your loved ones. Communication is a great piece of it. Don't feel ashamed because you're sick. Everybody can get sick. The bad thing is when we get sick and we try to hide it because we feel so afraid. We feel so ashamed. And some people are so, they'll tell you, oh, you're not taking care of yourself. Who doesn't want to take care of themselves? Everybody wants to take care of his or herself. And so when we don't, it's better for us not to say a word than to say the wrong words when somebody's not well. We don't know, sometimes it's a food we ate that creates our discomfort and our sicknesses. The other day when I got sick, it wasn't like I was eating something. It was just a matter of the change in the climate. It was just a change, and that change created that respiratory problem. So what could I have done differently? There was nothing I could have done. I got up, I showered, I got dressed just like I did every day. I went out, and by the time the day was over, I came home and just coughing my life out. And so let's be careful of the words we use when people are not well, because everybody wants to feel well. When you're well, you feel so good. When you're not feeling well, it's not a good feeling. So let us speak sweet words in the time of need. And if we try to speak sweet words always, then you know what? We don't have to have specific times to speak them. So as I send these little thoughts out to you, you can select the ones that mean much to you. You can select the ones you want to send to someone. You can select the ones that will make you feel a little bit better. If it's even just a little bit, then just know that it is worth it. So today I say thank you for all those who are listening. Thank you for all those who have been supporting my channel. And just know that I'm praying and hoping that as we go forth, that some little thing I say or do will inspire or motivate or encourage you, will uplift your spirit so that you can smile once more. You can just shake your head and say, you know what? Today is a good day. You mean much to me. I know I mean much to you. And just know that you're going to be fantastic. So lift up your heads. Remember that God will never forsake us. He says he'll never leave us nor forsake us. So when in doubt, reach out and touch that man from Galilee. And know that if he stilled the waters, he will also make it a little more comfortable for you. So enjoy your day, my people. If you can't be good, be careful, but walk good. And know that love is the greatest thing on earth. Love to God, love to mankind. And we'll treat people the way we want to be treated. And so, let's go forth in peace.